Hello, 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 hello. It is Thursday. Another day, another Thursday, another stream. And today we're gonna go into a question, well, an experiment that I wanted to do for quite a while. Yesterday we continued and basically we finished the body of our Chun-Li figurine. We're not gonna work on that today, but what we're gonna do today is what you can see right there. We're gonna answer the question, or well, I guess it's already sort of answered, but I kind of want to do an experiment, just, you know, to kind of see the differences, basically. What I want to do today is I want to basically, you know, answer the question, are references necessary for sculpting? And I guess, you know, the main idea was basically to, you know, go to a website that can give you random animals, and then, you know, gives you a random animal, and then you're supposed to, I'm going to sculpt it. Without references first, and then we're going to look at references, take references, you know, take the best reference, and then we're going to take that, we're going to, you know, sculpt a second version with references to see, you know, which one, you know, looks better. I think the answer is quite simple, but I still want to see, I guess, the difference between the two. So yeah, that's what we're going to do today. I think I'm going to give myself, because I want to do quite a few, and I think it's better that way, I'm going to limit my time to probably 15 minutes per sculpt. So 15 minutes with no reference, 15 minutes with reference, 15 minutes without, and then 15 minutes with, and we do as many as we can do, basically. That's going to be you know, the plan for today. Of course, before we do that, we're going to go into the quick sketch as always. Well, the last one I actually saw is on Monday, so I think we can do a special quick sketch day on Monday. I think I already have a pretty good program, you could call it, for Monday. So the Monday is already booked. Yeah, but yeah, if you want to see one of these topics, you know, either this one or this one, the timestamp, there should be timestamps in the description or in the timeline if I have added them yet. If they're not there yet, then they will come at some point. Okay, go to stream how much it was not possible. Do you mean whether if it's possible or not? I mean, you can sculpt without reference, but you know, the interesting part is how different they will look, and that's what we're gonna figure out today. Welcome back, Crow. Hope you enjoyed your Thursday. It's already Thursday. Tomorrow's Friday. Could you believe it? Okay, let's go to Blender. So here's today's quick sketch reference. This I like to call it Fluffy Anonymous, with this little dangly thing here there in the front, this antenna. Yeah, that's today's reference. I think it looked pretty cute, and I'm not going to do the full body, of course, because it takes too long, but I wanted to, you know, at least do the to the top part. I think that can still make a cool sort of character or sculpt. So that's what we're gonna, yeah, what'll be today's sculpt, basically. It's very asymmetrical. I'm gonna see when I'm gonna switch to that, but yeah, we'll see. Yeah, if you want to see who the artist is, here it is. Here they are. It is Lumen on DeviantArt. That's where I found it. Well, I found it on Pinterest, but then, you know, it led to this. So if you want to see more of their art, let's see, what else do they have? What? No. Oh, Griff Snuff. Hold on. The Lumen is the image name. It's Griff Snuff. There you go. A lot of these kinds of creatures, I see. What is this? You can call me Griff. I'm Norwegian who enjoys coffee, have a cat named Katten, and do art for a living. Nice. Yep, so if you want to see more of them, you can go here. deviantart.com/griffsnuff. There you go. Okay, let's get back to Blender and do the quick sculpt. There you go, perfect. Yeah, I've started a little bit later today, but that doesn't, well, yeah, so I want to get started pretty quickly, and then we can go straight to today's main topic. Yeah, I think everything's ready, so we can begin in 3, 2, 1, go. Perfect. Okay. Pen in hand, let's begin. So I think I want to begin by, well, I think this one is another one where I just kind of have to freestyle it and just gonna see how I can get to the end result that I want. I don't think I can really sort of I don't really have like a way to do it. I just try to shape it somehow into what I want. That's oftentimes what or most of the time what I do for animals, for example, and it's been working quite well, so I'm going to do the same here too. Worked a lot, but it gave me the opportunity to go to 3070 for further work. 3070, is that a studio or something else? I'm guessing it's some sort of, studio, maybe to do some 3D work. So let's add the mask first. There you go. So the mask is quite small right now, but I think that's okay. I want to make it rounder here at the bottom. There you go. Just kind of round it off. Make it nice and soft, make it more, I guess, everything's sort of soft and fluffy, so the edges are also supposed to be like that. Let's go in here to the middle and add the little edge here. And then we can add a little tilt here. Perfect. Well, that's not enough. We need more. Okay, that's better. Okay. Made this emote in Blender. Do you proud? Welcome, Kutu. Hope you enjoyed your Thursday too. You made it in Blender, really? It looks pretty two-dimensional, doesn't it? But maybe that's just because it's quite small, so you can't really see like shadows or whatever. But it looks pretty cool. It's animated, really? Well, I can't see it animated because it's in my overlay. I can't see it, unfortunately, but yeah, I can't see it. Maybe we'll do that at some point too, creating emotes in Blender. But not in the near future, I guess, or I would think. Okay, so the eyes are already there. Perfect. I kind of want to make it thinner so it looks... Oh, not too much. Just a little bit. There you go. Make it a little bit rounder. Yeah, that's good. Okay, so let's go to the back of the head. Laptop with 3070 NVIDIA. Oh, nice. Is it Oh, so you got yourself, you treated yourself. You got yourself a new laptop. I see. What did you have before? I guess a different laptop, a worse one, which means that you can, I guess do better, renders and all that now. Nice. Welcome. Memes are heaven. I see you. Probably switching between. Well, how do you like join on Twitch? I mean, you join on YouTube and then you decide to switch to Twitch, or do you? I don't know. Do you see which one you like more this in that day, or do you watch on both? What's going on here? What's your scheme? Kind of looks like a pig's nose right now. That's not really what I'm going for. Let's see if we can change it. Normally watch streams on Twitch because of, yeah. because of big screen? What do you mean? Can you, well, you mean, is there like a different mode on Twitch than on YouTube? Theater mode? Is there another big screen mode? It's on YouTube because Twitch don't have, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. He wanted to see your animated emote. Okay, so, I think to make this look like something, we need a body or at least some shoulders or something. So let's add something down here. Render was 3 times faster. Oh, nice. That's always the best. When something's just faster. I think that's sort of one of the most tangible or easiest to see things, you know, in terms of improvement. Just seeing how much faster everything runs or smoother, or how many frames you have, or how quick something renders, you know. And that's always so, you know, so satisfying. Waiting for the day when real-time running is possible. Yeah, so I've seen the first time I saw Blender with an RTX 3090. It wasn't even Blender 3.0, I think. It was some sort of like showcase, like benchmark showcase, with Blender cycles on a 3090. It's of course it has noise, but it was pretty fluid, and that moment I thought like, oh, probably just, you know, probably just like a few more, just a few more, I guess you could say, what do you call it? A few more generations of graphics card, and we can do real-time cycles renders with minimal noise, probably. And that's pretty crazy to think about. Welcome back, Zachary. Hope you enjoyed your Thursday. Maybe even your Thursday evening, or your morning, or your upcoming afternoon, maybe. Or maybe you're already in your afternoon. Who knows? A few more decades. I don't know it's gonna take that long. I think it's gonna be faster. Especially because, you know, it's not just graphics cards that need to, or that need to improve. Blender can also improve, you know, get faster. So I think it's gonna be quicker. And then there's, you know, like AI stuff that can, like denoising AI, that can help out too. I think if you combine everything together, you can get there pretty fairly quickly, faster than you might think, or anybody might think. Thursday has been decent. Oh, decent. That's not good. As you might say in Spanish, what is it? Ni fu ni fa? My day has been pretty good. Yeah. I'm actually pretty excited for today's project, or today's topic, because we're gonna do, like, you know, something that I want to do more of in the future. And so this looks very spiky. I want to make it more. I want to add some more spikes first, and then we can go into some smoothness, make it smoother. Yeah, stuff like this I want to do more in the future, and so I'm quite excited for, you know, next week, for example. Blender could become more optimized in the future. Yeah, I heard that Blender only uses one core to run. I don't exactly know what that means, but it sounds pretty slow. So maybe they change that at some point, which I don't think so, because you know, it kind of feels like if they wanted to do like this big leap in performance and all that with Blender 3.0, they would have probably done that in that patch or whatever you want to call it, in that update. But maybe that's something very, very, like, maybe the whole system or the whole program is set up to run on one core, and that's why it doesn't, like, why you can't really just change it. I don't exactly know how all that works, but I can imagine that being the case, which is why they haven't changed it yet. But it would be cool if they, you know, would change it. Blender with VR integration and real-time lighting with you can roam around in the world with AI and more. Yeah, all with physically based lighting and all that. Oh my. Like Eevee, but in real time with physically correct lighting, ray traced lighting. That's something that I find really weird. I've seen some. I've looked into. I was just curious and looked at the. I looked at the. I just went to some sort of you know, PC builder website to see what their best PCs that they offer, and I looked at their specs and what they could run, and they had some like benchmark settings, and then it was like Modern Warfare, the newest one, I think, with in I think I don't know if it was 4K or if it was just like 1080p. I think it was 4K with ray tracing on. Had like not even 60 frames, I think like 40, and you know, at that point, like, why would you add it? You know, people that want to use ray tracing probably don't want to use ray tracing with, you know, they're probably obsessed with performance anyway. So why would you you know, like, release the game with ray tracing if ray tracing isn't really like smooth? That was kind of weird to me, but maybe, you know, they say like, well, and I guess, you know, it's another feature that they can add to make it more, I don't know, interesting to people. But it was kind of weird, you know, seeing it with such a low frame rate. Even though it's been out for quite a while now, you know, I think like last year or even the year before that. So, you know, they had some time to optimize it maybe a little bit, but I guess it still is very, very taxing on your PC. The reason why ZBrush is capable of hauling more polys might have something to do with ZBrush being 2.5D. What's 2.5D? Is that, do you mean dimensions 2.5D? Don't quote me on that. Yeah, I kind of wondered why they would do that, but I guess, you know, just like if they, you know, if Apple or Samsung or whatever advertise their new phone, they, you know, throw out so many different parameters or new things that they did, and nobody really knows what that even means except for like biggest tech pros. Like, oh, 13.5 more gigaflops of tech byte RAM and 7. And oh, what Apple always likes to do is they like to say everything in percent. So if they've done, you know, if they started with like a crappy processor and then they improved it, like made it twice as fast, they say, we've improved the processor speed by 100%. And it's like, well, it went from 1 to 2, so it's not really that crazy, but I guess you could say 200% because it's still true. That's kind of, you know, kind of funny sometimes to see. Competitive games like Call of Duty don't even need much detail because all they do is hinder you. Yeah. I mean, it's probably cooler for the story mode, but yeah, you wouldn't use ray tracing if it hinders you that much in, like, you know, in multiplayer, for example. Okay, let's add some ears here. Okay, they need to be bigger. Oh. Probably 2 over here. There you go. I took 6,800 M. What's M? Meters 12 GB RAM, but besides NVIDIA, there's nothing better for the program. Yeah. Yeah, I think NVIDIA kind of saved its spot as the best graphics card to choose for Blender, just because of their like AI support and all that. AMD, as far as I know from last time I heard Blender Guru talk about it, so probably like last year, AMD is sort of lacking behind a little bit. NVIDIA kind of, with all their AI work and all that, kind of, made sure that Blender is optimized very well for NVIDIA graphics cards. Apparently my music likes to stop. Nope, there it is. So if you think about your weekend, okay? Which of the weekend days is your actual, like, is the day out of Friday, Saturday, and Sunday? Which day is the most weekend? I guess you could argue Saturday, because it's like 24/7. Like, you don't need to go to bed early. You don't need to wake up early. So that's probably like the most weekend day out of the weekend. But I wonder if, I think for me it's more the Friday, because I like, that's sort of the day that I sort of dedicate to just do whatever. The other days are more like planned through, so it's different. But before I changed my, I guess, plans, it was probably Saturday for me. Maybe that's, the same for most people. I would guess so, because of, you can stay awake for longer, or you can sleep in more. AMD Radeon 68M 12GB laptop. The thing is, I don't know anything about computer hardware, so you can throw me, I mean, except maybe for a graphics card, but you can, give me a lot of, specs, but I don't really know what to do with them. So yeah, maybe I should get more informed on that part at some point, but right now, nope, I have no idea. Friday for me, because getting treated after hard work. Oh yeah, I guess that, yeah, you could see it that way too. Like, it's more rewarding on Friday, because it's like there's this big contrast between being like chilling all day or working and then chilling. I guess it can be more rewarding on a Friday. I can see that. Depends on the definition, I guess. Wait. Oh yeah, I remember. There you go. I was confused for a second. Okay, that's the second ear. Looks kind of weird right now, but I think we can make it better. Pull it up. There you go. Okay, so this ear needs some more shape. We have 11 minutes, so that's good. Noggy builds PC stream when? Thought about upgrading my PC, but I want to probably do that like next generation. When, that's probably when the prices are that low that it's like affordable again, without having to buy a new PC. I remember one of my, I guess, mates, he just bought a new PC because that was, that was basically more, that was, what is it? More affordable, like, that was less expensive than just getting like a 30, I think he got like a 3080 or 3090, something, maybe 3070, in like a full-on build PC, which was, less pricey than if you would have gotten like a normal, 3070 or 80. So it's like so crazy right now that I'm just waiting for it to go down, but who knows when that'll be. Probably like never. That's just the new normal, just because of all the new crypto hype and all that. I don't think that's gonna wear off, that quickly, and so people will just, keep the price up as long as possible, and then you're just kind of stuck with getting a whole new PC, which I'm not necessarily opposed to. But it's, it requires more, not maintenance, but more work to get everything, up and running than if you just change your graphics card, for example, which is like, well, as I said before, I have like little to no experience, but I can imagine that being easier than having a whole new PC and having to like, transfer everything over there. So yeah, it's kind of annoying. Oh, 6800 is for AMD, right? That's what you mean. Games are better than 3080, but not suitable for Blender. Yeah, Blender's a different game. Okay, it still looks kind of pointy. Not as fluffy as I want it to be, but maybe that's also just because of the lower resolution. I don't want to spend too much time on it, so I'm not gonna care about it too much, but maybe we can add some more fluffiness down here. Maybe that can help. Maybe more deliberate stripes here, or I guess like strands. Maybe that can help too. By the way, maybe if you remember yesterday, or maybe you were here when I like in the intro, we're gonna do an experiment today, or you've read the Discord message, an experiment today about how important are references for sculpting, and we're gonna go ahead and sculpt a random animal with and without reference for 15 minutes, 15 minutes timer. If you want, to kind of, I guess, improve the the examples, or increase the amount of samples that we have, you can join too, and post, or you can sculpt your own non-reference and then with reference sculpts and see what's if it whether it looks better or not, and you can post it in the Discord, for example, and then I would include it in the video that I want to do about it. "15 minutes is quite short, but I think that sort of limits you to only really sculpting from your sort of immediate, I guess, brain, or from your immediate like knowledge, rather than kind of being able to kind of think about it a lot. I think that, and it's kind of like just like a fun challenge that I wanted to do. Okay, this doesn't really help. Still looks kind of weird. Maybe it's because I don't have any limbs except for ears that it looks kind of weird. Maybe also the shoulders are a little bit wide. Blasphemy. Okay, it's getting better. I think it needs to be thinner. If it had 12 GB of memory, would be just super, and there's only 8 GB. Okay. Oh, yeah, let's save it real quick. Haven't done that yet. There you go. Quick. Oh, sketch day 351. No, 361. There you go. Okay, so... Oh, let's add the little antenna at the top. I actually don't really know what I should do to make this look somewhat better, but... Well... I guess that's just how it is. There you go. Yeah, it looks kind of spiky, but I think that's just because of the... I need to spend more time fine-tuning the fur to make it look softer, but I don't want to do that. So, you know, that's just what it's going to look like, I guess. But let's at least add the little antenna right here. There you go. I want to kind of place it a little bit closer to the head. Give it a nice little bow here. Oh, little corner there. Perfect. Okay. Add a little ball at the end. Or make it twist. That looks pretty cool, actually. Hold on. What do we do this? Look at that. That looks pretty cool. But it's pretty small, so you probably won't see it at the end. So I'm gonna make a ball. Well, you know what we can do here? We can just do something very magical. We're gonna select this. And then we're gonna invert it. And then we're gonna use... Oh, there's one thing I want to try. There's the blob brush. I think that's supposed to make this round. So if you do this now... Oh, hold on. If we use it now with front faces only enabled, maybe even accumulate, it should make it round. Like this. And then if we do it on the other side, make it nice and round. And then if we do it here... Ooh, look at that. That was pretty cool, actually. I actually never used the blob brush. But I think for these kind of sculpts, it works quite well. See how quickly we've just created this little antenna blob here at the bottom, just with this little line here. That was actually pretty good. I think that's how you can sort of use the blob brush, just to kind of create, you know, blobs out of whatever you have here. Without, you know, rather than using, for example, the grab brush to do it, or any other brushes like the draw brush. I think the blob brush is the best way to do it. Good, just because it's just so fast, and that's basically what it's supposed to do. There you go. In the market of laptop, okay. Well, you can, as I said before, you can talk a lot about tech. You know, tech. I have no idea about it, so I can't really, you know, speak on it. Okay, there you go. Somebody built my PC and somebody prepared my PC, so I never really touched my PC myself, except for when I installed a hard drive, one SSD and one HDD. So I know how to do that, but also just barely. So don't ask me anything about, you know, PC stuff. I actually considered, because some people, like a few people ask me now what my PC specs are on YouTube. I considered putting that in my description. Maybe I'll do that, because always pulling up the device manager, kind of annoying. There was another tab that I found, or another window on, well, Windows, where you can see all the hardware details of your PC listed in like a normal, I guess, list, you know. I don't know what that was, though. I don't know where I got that, how I got there. I made a mental note to remember it, but I immediately forgot. Okay, let's use the fill brush to make the edges sharper. Something you're gonna see next week too in a video. There you go. Okay, there you go. We have 45 seconds. So let's get this done. The mask is probably one of the most important parts, so I kind of want to spend some more time finishing that. Okay. Everything else is sort of, you know, kind of, you know, if I start changing some part of the fur, it kind of looks weird if I do it only on that part, so I would have to go through everything, so I'm just not even going to start. Especially if we only have 45 minutes left, or 45 seconds. Okay, there you go. There it is. Look at it. I haven't added the sign there, but you know what? Let's add it. Should be fairly simple. There you go. Looks like it stops right there. And then we have 2 dots here. Perfect. And then invert. Hello. There you go. And inflate. That's how I usually do these kind of things. There you go. Okay. So that, you know, that much detail here. Oh. It's not that refined, but it's good enough. There you go. Okay. Wash hands times 10. Okay. I'm surprised that the WhatsApp hasn't added any new emotes about COVID. It's been 2 years now. There hasn't been a new set of emotes yet. What's going on? I need my dabbing emoji. I mean my elbow cuff emoji. What's going on there? You could try painting it. What do you mean painting? Oh, you mean no, I don't wanna, you know, that's just more time spent, which we don't have. Okay. Okay. Let's add light. Oh, hold on first before we do that. Let's frame it. There you go. Maybe I should dig deeper into the face because that would create better better shadows, makes it darker. So let's dig in here a little bit more. Okay, because then the light cannot just jump out again and create, you know, can light up the inside here of the eye. So if you go deeper, you can kind of, you know, make it sort of bounce around in the middle, but then not come out again. So you can see, you can't really see the light or the end of the back of the head, I guess, the inside of the head, the back of the inside of the head. There you go. Okay. That should be good enough. Okay, I want to reduce the focal length just so that I can include the antenna too. A little bit more. There you go. That's pretty cool. Okay, and then we need some light. Let's bring some light into the world. That's the wrong one, of course. I always choose the wrong one. Let's try again. There you go. Okay. That's number 1. Then we need this one here. Okay, so how would we place it? I think this could benefit from having a more dark lighting. Having more dark lighting. Or we could do something similar to yesterday where we place the light away from, or on the side that is facing away from the camera like this. That could be pretty cool too. And then we can bring back the light on the other side. make it very, very light. Maybe 2, just to bring it, you know, bring some structure to the right side. Oh, nope. Hello, there you go. And then we can use the color to bring some color into the scene. Maybe even from down below. Ooh, make it scary. Ominous. No, that looks weird. I think I'm gonna place it on the right side for this one, on the dark side. It gives it a good contrast, so yeah, I think that's pretty good. Okay, so which colors could we use? Let's see. So, of course, blue would make sense because the original is blue, but let's see. Not easy to add light to asset browser and get away from there. I don't think you can add like a collection to the asset browser. I think it has to be... hold on, let's see. So if I now go in here... No, you cannot... No, you... Mark as... No, it's grayed out, so you can't mark it as an asset. Unfortunately, what does it say? Data block does not support asset operations. Yeah, you can't do it. Unfortunately, but that would be cool. Okay, so what have we used? We've used... Oh. So yesterday we used orange. The day before we used cyan. Dark blue could be cool. I think that can work. Yeah, let's use dark blue. Right here. Like something like this. That could, yeah, that's pretty cool. Like a nightish blue. That's pretty cute. With some sparkles in the background. I don't know about sparkles. Too much work. Oh, hold on. We could do it a different way. Hold on. We add like a very, very bright light here to the side. And then we can use a certain filter. Maybe it works, maybe it doesn't. We'll see. Okay. See how dark it is now? Just because we've dug deeper. Yeah, let's render it. Oh, hold on. First of all, depth of field, and then we're good. We are good. Okay. 0.4. Maybe place it a little bit lower. Okay. Oh, wait. Not much, just a few. Even a few takes too long, okay? Hold on. We need the shader. We're all about optimizing time here, okay? There's no time for little sparkles. Hold on, so turn this up a little bit. Turn this up a little bit. There you go. Let's get rid of this. There you go. Okay, let's do some post-production. Here, that's where the magic comes in. Hold on, there you go. So what I want to do is I want to use these two. But not just like this, but we can use it like this first. High and then 7, lens distortion 0.05, but then we can duplicate glare and add another one. Which we can then change to, I think it's streaks. Yes, and then we need to change a few settings here and there. Oh, wow. Let's see what looks best. I haven't really used this that often, so I'm not really that well versed in what the best settings are. Look at that. Threshold 2. Well, that doesn't change anything. Megink. Exactly. Very meginkle. Okay. Yeah, could probably look better, but I don't care. That's all we're gonna do. Let's do the render. Go. Perfect. There it is. Okay, let's get it. Let's bring it into the magic machine, aka Photoshop, and spice it up. Okay. Oh, that's the wrong one. There you go. Okay. Photoshop is already open. Nice. There it is. Okay. Let's begin. So, a few drop frames, but nothing too bad today, so that's nice. Okay. So, let's begin here. Convert to smart object. Filter. Camera raw. So I think for this one, it might actually work to use bluish colors, like a nice cyan blue in the foreground. Make it like a nice moody, night scene with the moon shining, with a silver moon in the sky shining down on this little creature. The magic machine, also known as the Nogi device, exactly. Critter? What's Critter again? I know the name, but I can't remember what it does. Is that another image software? Image adjustment software or whatever? Similar to Photoshop. There you go. Texture 2. Make it nice and crisp. Perfect. And then some vibrance. Oh yeah. And then we can go to color grading to give it the last dab. A nice dark blue background. And then some midtones in nice cyan white. There you go. Perfect. And then a few more effects. Well, one more. Vignette. We don't need grain. Nobody needs grain. We're over grain. That's the best. Program sponsored by Blender. Okay. What does it do? I guess it's like Photoshop, maybe. Okay, let's get it done. There you go. Perfect. And then there you go. Okay. Oh, please. Okay. There you go. Let's get over to back to Blender and let me import the image. Let me see what Krita is real quick. Or Krite or Krite maybe, if nobody knows. Krita. Ah, I think I've heard of it before, but it's a drawing program. by KDE. Krita Blender. Painting with Krita in Blender 2.8 Eevee engine. Okay. Can I link my Krita and Blender for easier animations? Okay, interesting. Okay, I'll see you, memes. Good evening. Have a good night, I guess. Oh, how was your exam? Was it okay, or was it going more and more downhill as you went through the the exam? Okay. Yeah, there you go. It was good, nice. That's what I like to hear. If not, then you're not allowed to watch the stream, okay? Or anything by me. So, you know, make sure that you have good grades. Otherwise, you're gone. You're banned. Like, I expect you to send me your last what is it? File report? No, what is it, like your last report card, and then, you know, I can decide whether or not I'm gonna keep you around. Don't remember how it went. That's exactly what somebody would say that completely screwed up. Okay, my files is already broken again. Here comes the banhammer. Well, I haven't seen his report card yet, so he's in the clear for now. Okay. For now. There you go. Okay, I think it's already on it. Let me check. It is not. I knew it. It tricked me. Let's try it again. Just another new band hammer. New band? What's a new band? Noob ban hammer, I guess. Report card excellent found. Well, that's what they all say. Oh my. You know, I lost it right after I came back from school. I lost my report card. Yeah. That's what they always say. Okay. I think I actually got away with not signing half, or not letting my parents sign half of the stuff that I was supposed to. I actually don't remember. I think I had to always sign, you had to sign your resume, or whatever you call it, like your end of the year resume, or report card, I guess, with by your parents. I think that's one thing I always had to sign, but there were some other things that sometimes teachers just forgot that I get away with. And I remember there was one teacher that was the worst. They had us write down. So if we forgot to do homework 3 times in a row, or no, 3 times overall, every 3rd time, I guess you could say, we had to copy the school rules, you know, like we had to write them down basically to punish us. But you can be sure that that didn't stop me from not making my homework. But I actually just had to do it once. I think all the other times I kind of sneaked by just doing them before the class started. So, you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. Or he just wrote some garbage down, which, you know, the teacher saw something, and, you know, as long as it looks somewhat like the solution, you know, they can't really give you nothing. Or they can't really punish you, I guess. Or write you down. Okay, yeah, I'll see you. Memes. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna go back to the good old compilation. 3 minutes, and then we're gonna begin with the challenge, the experiment, the yeah, I guess the experiment challenge, the question, do you need references for your sculpt? Yeah, but that's what we're gonna do in 3 minutes. So enjoy the compilation. I'll see you then. It's already over. Oh my god, so quick. There you go. Back at it again. Going back from this very groovy wait, hold on. The first comment on Facebook. Oh my, hold on. Sometimes it's kind of hard, but I still try to answer everybody, or at least, you know, like their comment. It was just like a, you know, oh, this is great. There you go. Okay. Yeah, so for example, if for some reason, I don't really know why, the time-lapse video of the female body that I did, I think 2 weeks ago, for some reason, a lot of people like it. Or at least I didn't expect it. So there are a lot of people commenting under, you know, on that video. So today I, you know, had spent some time commenting or replying, which I have really in my schedule, I guess. So I always lose time when I do that, but I still, you know, wanna do it, because why wouldn't I? Okay. Okay. Yeah, today we're gonna do something very interesting. Well, I sort of already know the answer, but so the answer is not really what I'm looking for. But what we're going to do today is we're going to sort of answer the question, or I guess demonstrate the question or the answer to the question. What or do you need references, or why do you need references for sculpting, drawing, I guess painting, something like, you know, anything basically creative. When you create characters, for example, whatever, you know, do you need references for that? For example, for these quick sketches, one that you can see right here, I, you know, usually, hold on, there you go. I always have a reference image for this one. For example, you can see here, I have this one, and it's just for me, I guess, a better way to, if you have like a basis that you can work off of, it's easier to sort of focus on the sculpting and the execution rather than coming up with the idea as you're doing it. So it's definitely easier to do it basically just by, you know, by, I guess you could say, by having a reference, it's easier to focus on the sculpting rather than having to think about both the idea and the execution at the same time. But I wanted to do an experiment where we're gonna go to a random animal generator, which is gonna give us a random animal without an image. I'm gonna sculpt that animal in 15 minutes. What, 15 minutes? There you go, 15 minutes. In 15 minutes. Then we're gonna compare that to a reference or like a real life or like an actual image of that animal, and then we're gonna take references of that animal, sculpt the same animal again, and then we're gonna compare the two sculpts and see how much they change and how important references are for the sculpt. So that's gonna be today's goal. So we're gonna have 15 minutes for one sculpt, looking at the reference, getting some references for the animal, doing another 15-minute sculpt, looking at both and comparing the two. We're probably going to do a few of these animals, yeah, and I guess we can begin, I guess. Not much to say. As I said before, you know, if you want to join, then feel free. If you post your pieces, of course, your comparison, not only one of them, because then you can't really see the before and after, I guess. Then do put that in the Discord, and I'm going to include it in the video. So let's see. Do I need anything? Oh, well, I need a new blend file, I guess. Nope, not open. There you go, make a new one. Okay. So we're gonna begin with a sphere for all of them because, well, I don't really have a base image for every animal that exists. Let me actually, I need to find a a random animal generator, but I think I've seen one before. There was like one website that randomizes whatever you want. Randomize list randomizer, random.org. There it is. I think it's random.org. Hold on, let's see. Numbers, lists, and more. Or hold on, random animal generator. Well, you can see colors. I mean, you can see images in here. Can we deactivate? Can you somehow deactivate images? Or we could. Let's see. Options. Dataset, quantity, duplicate, show images. It's off. Nice. Okay, I can actually deactivate it. So now here we have the randomlist.com random animal. So we're going to use this to randomize an animal. We're going to do animals quantity 1, and then we're going to 0. I guess that works too. And then we're going to take one of them, and yeah, we're going to then afterwards go and make another one with 1 or 2 reference images basically. So, you know, we have 15 minutes. Let me set a timer and then we can begin, basically. There you go. Give me... Oh, hold on. I can actually do that in my timer. In Snaz, my timer tool. There it is. 15 minutes. 15. Thank you. Okay. Oh, hello. Okay. Oh, you can't even see it. There you go. So here we have the randomizer website, randomlist.com. You can see we already have quite a few. I don't know what I'm gonna do if I find something. If I get something like vicuna or musk ogs, I have no idea. You know, I guess I've seen images of them when when show images was active. But what is vicuna? Oh my god, I've never heard that before. Well, if I don't know the animal, of course, you know, we're not gonna sculpt it. Okay, so let's do the first animal. I have 15 minutes to do it. So yeah, let's do the first one. Okay, 3, 2, 1, go. Marten. Well, I don't know what a marten is. So let's go to the next one. Let's try again. What is a marten? I have no idea. Okay, let's try again. Panda, that's the one I know. Perfect. Okay, let's go to Blender and do that real quick. So we're gonna do a panda. That's the first one we're gonna do, without any reference. Timer's ready. I am ready. Hopefully you are ready. Pen in hand. Timer. There you go. Okay. I would say we can begin this 50-minute thingamajig panda sculpt in 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, let's go. So 50 minutes, of course, is quite short, but that doesn't mean that it's gonna be bad. Okay. I always have a trick for you know, bears or dogs or whatever to sculpt them. You know, kind of adding like a little mouth like this is always fairly simple. We have little head here. I mean, little mouth here. Okay, that's the snout. Fairly simple. Let's go to the face. I think the face is fairly. It has more weight at the bottom than at the top. I actually have no idea, but I think that's how I remember it. So that's how I'm gonna do it. There you go. Look at him. Oh, look at him. How cute he is. Okay, let's give it some more fur here. There you go. I'm not gonna add, of course, the whole body. I'm more focusing on the face. But we'll see how much we can get to. Welcome back, Emily. Welcome back. Hope you enjoyed your Thursday. So I think their eyes are fairly small. They're also predator animals, so they probably don't have a their eyes are facing forward. If I kind of remember what a bear looks like, I think they look fairly different to normal like brown bears, for example. But I think they somewhat have the same nose, which is sort of triangular, like this. There you go. And I think their nose or their snout is fairly short. Maybe we can make it a little bit longer here. And the mouth, there you go. It looks kind of, I don't know what it looks like. It looks like something. It has small ears too. Let's add the ears real quick. Let's put them maybe, I kind of want to change this. I think it's actually a little bit different. I think the ears have more room here. So it looks more like this. And then we have the ears here on the side, which are kind of small little whatever, little bumps here. Okay. There you go. Put it to the side. Okay, that looks kind of weird. I think they're rounder. I think they have like small round ears, right? Like this, maybe. I'm kind of trying to picture a panda in my mind. I actually haven't really, you know, of course I know that they're white and black, but I don't really know too much about what their actual shape looks like. I'm actually, it's going to be interesting to see what they look like. What they look like at the end. So I think they have like small ears like this. They have small eyes too. Of course, I'm going to go with the realistic version, not the comic version or whatever. So we're going to place them right there. And then bring in the fur. 15 minutes is actually quite long, actually. So, oh, look at that. That looks pretty much like a like a bear, I guess. So it's not too bad. I like it so far, but I don't know if it looks like a panda. Let's see if we can do a few more things here. Of course, the smaller the eyes, the bigger, the more it looks like an adult, for example. But I guess that makes sense. Make the this here a little bit more. Give it some more. Look at that. Yeah, it definitely looks like a bear, but I don't know if it looks like a panda. I don't know if you can really separate them, but one thing that it seems like is, you know, it looks more like a stylized bear rather than like a realistic version, which is of course what I'm kind of trying to go for. Which of course requires more attention to detail, which I don't have. So that's one of the problems. Reminds me of Red Panda. Yeah, a little bit. There you go. I've sculpted one some time ago, so I kind of know a little bit about how to sculpt bears, or what they look like, but not too much about, I guess, pandas. Okay. The nose looks kind of weird. I think we need to place this a little bit lower. That's better. Look at that. Look at him. Little eyes, and then the big cheeks. There you go. Okay. 10 minutes. Looks good to me. Maybe we can go to the side here a little bit. Welcome back, or welcome Andrews too. Yeah, red pandas are really cute. No, I don't want to save it right now. What dynamic topology detail are you using? Which mode? I use constant detail with 20 resolution. That's basically my sketching resolution, and then if I want to detail out my sculpt, I go to 50. I don't really, like, I oftentimes stop at 50, but if I want to go into more detail, I would go to 100 afterwards. Okay. So if you have 9 minutes left, we might be able to go into more resolution. Look at him. Maybe we can do that. I kind of want to give him a more of a eyebrows here, so I'm going to add some more here, like a forehead. I think that can help too. There you go. Look at that. He's so cute. Give him like a small aww. There you go. Look at that. Okay, let's give him, let's add more resolution here. Okay, let's go in here and give it some more. I'm not gonna add eyeballs, like full-on spheres for eyeballs, so I'm just gonna sculpt them, make them round. There you go. Maybe even giving him some eyelids here, I think that makes sense. Because he's supposed to look more realistic. There you go. What's the ideal amount of polygon for the first block, and the second which you recommend? You mean you mean amount of vertices or the resolution? I use 20 for sketching and 50 for refining the sketch. If I need it, I go to 100 for smaller folds, and if I want to do very, very small folds or wrinkles, I would go into 100. I mean 300 maybe even. Well, that's fairly rare. Okay, this looks pretty good, but yeah, I don't know if it looks like a panda bear. We'll see. But let's go in here and give it some more, like a cheekbone here. I don't know if they have cheekbones really. I think they have quite a lot of fat. Maybe we can add some definition here to the fur on the side. There you go. I wanna. Do they have whiskers? I don't think so, right? They don't have like these small hairs that come out of their cheeks. I don't think they do. There you go. I don't know if the mouth is thinner like this. I think it is. It looks too wide right now. I think I want to make it thinner. More like this. Yeah. Seen your TikToks many times. First time I was able to catch a stream. Are you using a drawing tablet? I'm using a drawing tablet. That's correct. I have been using it for a long time, and I'm not gonna stop. Welcome. Poopy Doodle 66. Are you doodling with your poop? Is that what you mean? Or oh no, I guess you mean you doodle poopy things, or you doodles look poopy. I read that wrong. Welcome. Hope you enjoyed your Thursday. Yeah, no display. Just like a, you know, here. Look at this. There you go. You can even see where I drew the most. The range. I actually changed my pen tip recently because it was very, very, very short. I actually was lucky that I got, like, that I was able to pull it out because it was so short. Teddy bear, yeah, a little bit. Look at him. Okay, let's go to the nose. Here, give it some more resolution. Okay. It's interesting that dogs, I think also bears, have this nose hole that sort of opens up on the side. I wonder if that has like a mechanism to it. If that actually has like a functionality. I could imagine, but I don't know what it would be. Maybe they can sort of sense more because the scent or the, I don't know, smell can enter the nose through the side too. It's like surround smell, maybe. 5 minutes. Oh, nice. Okay. Not just a teddy bear. Well, it's more than just a teddy bear. It's a panda teddy bear. I wonder. So we had a Build-A-Bear. We had a Build-A-Bear at some point near us. I think they closed recently or last year. Did they sell panda bears? I would hardly imagine no. Well, I would imagine yes, but I wonder. I think they sold like everything. They sold even different animals than just a pet teddy bear. Even like I don't even know. Everything. Maybe even dogs and all that. Cats. They sold everything. I remember when they opened, every kid ran around with these little houses with little teddy bear inside that you get when you buy one. Which model? Do you have experience with X Pen? I don't. I had two tablets so far. The one that I have right now, one previously. The one previously, I don't actually know where I got it from. It was like a random low price tablet just to try it. And then at some point, if I liked it, I wanted to get a new one or a better one. So I decided to, you know, after some time to get this one here, which is a Wacom Intuos. Not Pro, but Intuos. So the one without the screen. And the one that doesn't have like this huge, I guess, brim around it. It's basically just like a, you know, as you've seen, it doesn't really have like a border. So it's fairly simple, fairly quick. I mean, fairly small. I like it. I don't really need more. So, you know, I don't really use the buttons on it either. So I don't really need any more special stuff. There you go. It doesn't look like a panda, I'm gonna be honest. But I have no idea what I would change to get it there. So I guess we just have to wait for the timer to run out and then see what makes it more like a panda. There you go. I'm happy with it. It looks like a bear, but it doesn't look like a panda. Maybe I'm just... Oh, hold on. I have an idea. Hold on. What if we... give me a second. I think... Do they have... They have the black parts on the eyes, right? Do they? I think so. So if I now do this, maybe that makes it look more like a panda. Let's see. Da-da-da. Well, it's now black and white, but it doesn't look more like a panda than it did before. Does it? Maybe a little bit. Not that much. There you go. No. It looks even more like a red panda now, not really like like a panda bear. So yeah, I don't know. Something's not right. What could we change? Maybe the head shape overall? Oh, you own an X Pen? 15.6. You absolutely love it. Oh, I thought about getting one with a screen, but then I would probably have to change my setup a little bit because I would have my thing here, you know, drawing like this. I'm still quite comfortable with, you know, just drawing like this, you know, so I don't really need one. I always thought having one with a screen is similar to comparing drawing on a digitally drawing versus traditionally drawing, where you just have more control because you exactly know where you're going to draw with your hand because you see it, you know, because you draw on the thing that where you see the image, comparing that to like this tablet where you have to kind of know where you are on the tablet to know where your cursor will draw. So there's this sort of slight disconnect that I think exists with non-screen tablets, but yeah, that's I think one of the benefits you would have with a screen. But you know, it doesn't really feel like a huge thing that I need to have for it to, you know, I don't really need it right now, so I don't really need yeah, I'm not gonna buy one right now. Okay, yeah, I don't know what I want to do here. We can maybe give him like red cheeks. Can we do that? There you go. Look at him. He's shy. Oh, let's make him a girl. There you go. Perfect. Perfect. That'll make him look more like a panda, I'm sure. There you go. The ears and oh, did you cheat? Did you look at references, or do you know? New version of Volleyball for League of Legends, cut version. The ears and eyes are black. Yeah, so this one, and then the ears too. Yeah, maybe. Well, probably, but okay. Well, the time is already over. So this is this is the first version without reference. Let's put it aside and make a new one. I'm going to place this right here. Let's look at some references and see, you know, what it should look like. This is Blender version 3.0. Detail size, really? Hold on. Mine's called resolution. It's probably... Oh, wait. Is it because you use relative detail? Yeah, if you use relative detail, then you see detail size. If you switch it to constant detail, you can set a certain resolution. Okay, let's look at references. Let's see what we have here. There you go. So, let's go to Panda Bear. Oh, well, I mean, I think I was fairly close. But I think... Oh, yeah, I remember now. The nose looks actually very different compared to other bears. See how the nose sort of pointing down a little bit, and the nose shape is a little bit different. The mouth is also different. You can see this one's more straight. Mine is more like a dog, I guess you could say. Look at him. Yeah. The eyes are actually pretty big. They also have they're not as round. They're more, I guess, almond shaped. Oh, and the ears. The ears are more round actually than I thought. And the shape of the head is also different. Okay. I guess we can grab this one as a reference, and then I'm gonna grab one from the side too. That's what I like to use for references. Oh, I also figured out that I can actually just drag. So the standard operation in my browser in Opera is actually to just, if you drag this, for example, now over here, it actually just saves it as an image. I thought I need some sort of extension for that, but I probably don't. It just does it automatically, which is pretty cool. Let's make a new file here. Call it no reference sculpting. There you go. Panda. Perfect. Where is it? There it is. Okay, so I'm gonna grab a reference from the front and one from the side, and then we're gonna do the same with references. I would like to have one from the front and one from the side because you can't really see the sort of depth. Only having one image show, you know, from the front, you can't really see how long the nose is, for example. You can't really see how long the face is. So having one from the side is always good. No reference sculpting. Okay, I'm gonna rename the folder real quick to material. There you go. Okay, so we have this panda. Let's pull him in here. There you go, so you can see it too. And then I want to have one more here on the side. Using Opera GX with the red skin, exactly. Just more contrast than the purple one, for example. Okay, do we find one with... This one is also pretty good, but I like this one. I suck at drawing, not drawing with poop. Yeah. Some random naked guy rang my doorbell. Wait, what? Wait, what? Okay. Interesting. Okay, do we have one from the side somewhere? Oh, nope. Wait. Grizzly bear. That's not what I need. Oh, this one's pretty good. What I like to do is panda bear side, maybe? Is that a grown? No, that looks like a baby. Look at him. Oh, there's one. See, this one's closer to this one. The red panda looks more like mine, but yeah, the other one, not much like like an actual panda. Oh, there's one. I guess that works. Oh, there's one. Well, this one looks pretty good. It's still a kid, I think, but it works. There you go. I didn't open, okay. Okay, so I'm gonna place this on the side here, and then the other one is gonna be in Blender itself. There you go. Okay. Thinking whether I should call the police or not. I mean, if they continue, or if they stay there, I guess maybe. Okay, let's grab another sphere, and let's do this one again with reference. There you go. Okay, 50 minutes again. 50 minutes for the second sculpt. And then we can compare them, and we can then go to the next one. Okay. Let's switch over. There you go. Timer is ready. Okay. Blacklisted spam. What did you spam? Naked? I wonder. Oh no, wait. What does it say? Poopy Doodle 2 Moon 2 please no. Blacklisted spam? What does that mean? I don't know. Well, okay. Let's continue. Okay, so now that we have reference, let's see what we can do with this. Timer is ready. References are ready. Let's get this going. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, so let's start again. What's this about spam? I don't know. I've never seen that message before. Oh, hello. Of course, I need first of all symmetry. Good start here. There you go. Okay, let's begin. So what I always like to do first is I like to adjust the head shape so that it's more like the actual head shape. Okay, let's hide the other one real quick so we don't see it. Okay. There you go, add a little mouth here. Do the same again. Perfect. Little mouth right there. It needs to be longer a little bit. And also needs to point down a little bit more, like this. It's actually quite small compared to the head. There you go. The nose somewhat here. Oh, that's quite big. It's a little bit more elongated, a little bit flatter. So more like this. The mouth is also, or the little line here in the middle is a little bit shorter. But the mouth is quite straight like this. Goes to the side. Like this. Okay. There you go. Then we have the eyes, which are actually quite big. Let's do them now. I actually just like to... First of all, I'm going to add like an eye hole here. Okay. There you go. And then let's add the eye itself. The eye itself is almond shaped and sort of upwards turned, so it looks like, so humans would have something more like this maybe, but pandas are special. They have them slightly upwards, rotated upwards like this. There you go. Okay, it doesn't really look like a panda just yet, but I think, let's see what we can do here. There you go. I think the eyes are actually smaller than what I have now. There you go. They're not, you know, that huge. Okay. That's the first part. Let's go to here. I want to give it some more volume here. That's good. Okay. Let's add little cheek fur. That's at least one thing that I got right. You know, the little cheek fur here on the right. Maybe it was a little bit too much, but you know, it was there. It also has a little bit down here. That's one thing I haven't added. It's a little bit down here too. It makes it look kind of like he's bald at the top right now, and there's like he has like a beard. But let's see. The head is a little bit rounder. Okay. And then there you go. We have the ears, which are very far back. They're somewhere over here. So let's do those. I like to just grab my mask, pull them out, rather than sculpting them. So we're going to do that. Invert, grab the, not post brush, the snake brush, and pull them out. There you go. They're actually quite big, to my surprise. I thought they're smaller. And they're slightly backwards. There you go. They point backwards. What's this about spam? Can I have some? You have to ask Poopy Doodle. That's what Ninebot said. Who did it? Or who brought spam? For reference, I like to use PureRef. Yeah, I have PureRef too, but I don't want to set it up for all these. I just, you know, I just need 2 images and I just place them there. One in Blender and one, oh, hello. One, it's outside of it, I guess. Next to Blender. That's the benefit of having a ultra wide monitor, I guess. Okay. I did do nothing, while Ninebot says otherwise. I'm not saying that I don't trust you, but I'm saying that Ninebot seemingly is alleging something. Okay, you have to fight that out with him. He has more power, so be careful, but you know, I guess that's how it is. One might say he's the owner of this stream. I'm just his worker. So this looks already way better, way more like a panda than before. Maybe also just because I know now what they look like, or know more what they look like. But I think the ears are sort of the main thing. Maybe also the head shape overall, but definitely the nose. We have 9 minutes left, so we can actually do some detailing. I think 50 minutes is pretty good for this. You can, you know, go into this, you can detail it out some more than, you know, you could do with like 5 minutes. I think 50 minutes is pretty good for this. You don't have enough time to spend on like small details. I think it's pretty good. Okay. I'm gonna stick with the body for this one too, because I'm not gonna cheat and add, you know, the body here. I mean, stick with the head and not the body. There you go. The fur goes actually pretty far forward. I don't know, that's at least for the kid. I don't know if it's the same for the big boys and girls, but there you go. Yeah, maybe use, well, it says, what does it say? It says, blacklisted spam, to moon, to please no. I don't know what you did, but Ninebot seems to be very angry about that. It's a blacklisted spam. And the interesting thing about that is that I don't have any blacklisted words right now. So, you must have done something very, very naughty. Okay. He has a forehead, of course. There you go. Find Blender difficult to use. ZBrush is easier. ZBrush seems easier for sculpting, that's for sure. It looks easier just because of the smoothness. So like, for example, like this, you can just very, I guess, quickly go into more resolution without really worrying about lags or whatever. In Blender, at least I try to be a little bit more reserved with increasing my resolution. Because you can quickly get to a lag state. There are some ways to get around that, but I don't really want to deal with it. So I just try to stay quite low res. I think I need more detail. The ears look quite big. I want to make them a little bit smaller. There you go. And I think we can go into the next level now. Well, hold on. I think the ears need to be higher. They're quite low right now. A little bit higher. Okay. The nose can be turned up a little bit. There you go. I also want to pull it more to the side. I haven't done that yet. Oh, add the nose hole too. There you go. That actually did quite a lot here. Look at him. Well, that actually did the exact opposite of what I wanted. Okay. Maybe the word naked, yeah, that's what I thought too. Nightbot be flipping, maybe he was scared too. He says, don't tell me about that person. They already rang my bell. I'm already scared. Don't bring him up again. Okay, there you go. Yeah, I think it's time for the next level. Okay, there you go. I have to go. Nice to meet you, channel, and you're eager for new videos. Well, I appreciate it. Welcome, or thank you for joining. Hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Enjoy your day. Or night or evening. Whatever it is. Okay, so we have the nose here. It's a little bit flatter, I think, so I'm going to push this up. It has a very interesting shape. There you go. Okay. Add some more some more fur here on the side. The mouth too. Maybe the mouth's too... Oh, I need to pull this up too. A little bit. Okay. The mouth is pretty straight. I think I said that before, so it's more like this. Rather than other bears which have them more... Which look more like, I guess, dogs. If you've ever seen if you've ever seen a shaved black bear, they look more like dogs than bears, or rats, even like big black rats. That's what they look like. Less than, bears are basically just big rats, but with a lot of fur on them. Very furry rats, I guess. There you go. The eye. What's your opinion on X Pen? Are they good tablets? Well, I don't know. I have never used one. Hold on, who said it? Wait. I think Foundry Degree said that they have a X Pen tablet and that they like it. So I guess that's one review, one opinion. I can't really give you mine because I don't have one. I have one by Wacom. which I've used for quite a while, and I would say it's worth, you know, the one that I have. The Wacom Intuos. Use it for probably almost 6 years now, which is pretty crazy. And I'm not planning on stopping, you know? And it doesn't seem like it's gonna stop. Maybe the only thing that might stop me from using it is if the driver doesn't update anymore and that causes some sort of problems with Blender or whatever. That could be one, you know, reason why I would switch. But otherwise, I think I'm going to use this for quite a while. Quite a lot longer. Yeah. Really good, nice price tag. Yeah, I think since, you know, 6 years ago, it seemed like only really Wacom made good tablets, but it seems like there are some good competitors now, or maybe I just didn't do my research good enough to find other ones. But I've seen some reviews, and they include probably more other tablets now than Wacom. But I still see a lot of people using them, like professionals. Especially the ones that have a screen. I think they're still very good. Okay. Look at that. Look at them. Let's give it some more detail here. We have 1 minute and 22. I almost thought I went over time, but I didn't. There you go. So let's add the mask now and see what it looks like. I couldn't remember what the eye I guess like mark looked like. Look at that. That looks so much better. Okay, there you go, look at him. He's so cute. He looks so much better. Okay, let's add the nose too. There you go. I wish you could turn a mask into vertex color, that would be cool. There you go. Oh my. He's so cute. Do we have more time? Well, 15 seconds, I guess I can stop there. A display pen tablet, nice. Do you use a keyboard tray? What is a keyboard tray? Let me look that up real quick, because I definitely know what that is. Keyboard tray. I just want to, you know, explain to you what it is, of course. Or a desk, because that's probably what you need. Nope, I don't use that. What if you want to know what that is the thing that you can put underneath your desk board to pull out your keyboard. So you place it on there and then you can push it underneath your desk. I couldn't really use that with my setup because the desk is so low that I couldn't really use it. The armrest of my chair basically scrapes the bottom of my desk desk plate or desk board, so I couldn't really use that. Okay, there it is. The time is over. I kind of want to keep the mask, but I probably can't. But here you can see the second version, the one with reference. Here's what it looks like. Now I want to compare the two and see which one looks better. I have an idea how we can do that. What I want to do is I want to separate them into different collections. Call this one Panda 1, and this one can be called Panda 2, and then we can get rid of this. I want to bring this one back to the middle. Okay, so now both are in the same spot. Let's compare the two. So this one's Panda number 1. No, this one's Panda number 2. So this one's the one that we've created with a reference. And then let's look at the previous one and see how much different they look. So this one's number 1, and this one's without reference. Oh, without reference. Oh no. Okay, so this one definitely looks like a bear, but it looks nothing like a panda. So you know, at least I can sculpt a somewhat good-looking bear, I guess. But it looks nothing like a panda. So here you go. Here's the side view. Yeah, you can see the huge changes, and you can see like who, without I guess studying pandas maybe and what they look like, who would know that pandas have like a downwards like turning or downwards like a tilted nose. I always thought they have like something like this, but this one I think it looks more like a brown bear maybe than a than a panda. And then also, you know, the head shape overall, I couldn't remember what the head shape looked like, but at least I got the ears right. You know, the ears are supposed to be round, but they have a different shape, so like this, you know. So I guess, you know, here it is. So that's the first one. A huge difference. This one also looks kind of like it's stylized rather than this one looks more realistic. A battery-free pen. Yeah, that's what I have here. I actually don't know how this works. I guess, yeah, all the power is in the tablet itself. Yeah. Like both of them? Well, but if we were talking about creating a panda, okay? This one's a panda and this one is a bear. This one's a panda bear and this one's a bear, okay? So that's what we're trying to compare, okay? So if your references are there to create, you know, detailed, like if you want to create a panda, you wouldn't create this, you wouldn't take this, you would take this, you know? And that's what what we're trying to, you know, do here. Okay, let's do the next one. So this one's the first one, panda. Let's make a new collection here. Call it panda. Perfect. Okay, let's do the next one. Let's see what we get now. Let's see what animal is coming up next. So number 1 is done. Let's go to the next one. Okay. Next animal, what will it be? Place your bets. 3, 2, 1, go. Jerboa. If only I knew what that is. I guess that's a snake, maybe? Yeah, I don't know what that is. Let's see. What is that? Oh, well, yeah. I probably never seen that animal, so let's do another one. 3, 2, 1, go. Bumblebee. Oh, that's gonna be interesting. Okay, let's do a bumblebee. Okay, yeah, that might be a challenge just because of their small legs, but that won't stop us, okay? Let's do a bumblebee. Okay. Without reference first, of course, and then we're gonna go and use references. Can I get rid of this? There you go. Okay. There you go. Symmetry and dynamic topology. Perfect. So this one will be interesting. Okay, let's begin. Bumblebee. Let's see how that turns out. Timer is ready. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay. So if I remember insects correctly, they have 3 parts to them. They have the middle chest piece, they have a head, and then they have a, well, back part. So we have the head right here. I'm just gonna kind of set them up first. We have the head right here, and then we have the back here, which is very, very big. And it's separated by this little waistline, I guess. So the question is, what is a bumblebee? Is it like pointed down a little bit? I don't know. Let's use the blob brush for this. Make it nice and blobby. So this is the back part, of course, which is kind of too far away. Let's bring it closer. So I think the back of the bumblebee is the biggest part, right? The chest is quite small, and then the head is also quite small. And then you have the the wings, which are, do they have 4 wings or do they have 2? I only know that bumblebees are not supposed to be able to fly because they're so big. Nobody knows why they can't fly. That's all that I know about them, and that they're like the, you know, the roundest of all the stingy animals that are yellow and red. I mean, yellow and black. That's all I know about bumblebees. But I actually don't know what they really look like. I think, of course, they have a stinger in the back, so they need like a little, I guess, back part here, back compartment, like this. Okay, and then they have a the chest part, I think. So the legs originate from the chest, right, or from the middle part, and then the head in front is just, you know, a head, which I think is also quite wide, but fairly small too. I don't know what the shape looks like. They're not round, I think. I think they have more volume at the top than at the bottom, so I'm going to give it some more up here. I'm going to get rid of some down here. Although if I think about wasps, they have more, they're pretty round. So let's see. The chest. Oh, there's the first bot in this stream. I see how it is. A new stream, Sister19 lol online. I see. Before it was some random V whatever. Now it's actually some sort of word. Bots are changing. Okay, so the chest I think is fairly small compared to the back, so I'm gonna make it smaller. It's definitely bigger than the head, so I think this size might be pretty good. We need some more room down here for the legs. I think they have 6 legs, right? They don't have 4 on each side because that would be a spider. They have 6. The wings also are on these 2 sides. Is that big enough? I don't know. But I need to add the legs now. So the legs can be quite annoying because we need to do 6. But we can maybe automate it a little bit. Okay. Are they? No, they're in the middle, right? They're somewhere over here. Okay, and then we grab them. It's not your bot friend, it's a new bot. Okay, let's go in here and change the magnify to something like 0.7 so we can make them bigger. They go outwards, and I think then they go inwards again, like this. Then they have like little feet at the bottom, like this. I think that's what they look like. There you go. Okay, that's the first leg. Let's do the next one. Looks kind of weird, like a comic foot. Everything is like stylized in comic without reference. There you go. You know all of them? Oh, because you're one of them. They're all basically, you are them and they are you, basically. Is that what you mean? There you go. We used to go out for beers. Oh, okay. Why? Then ask them, why do they spam their links in my chat? Why? Nightmare fuel? Well, they don't have 4 legs. I mean, 8 legs, so it's not that crazy. It's not that scary. Are you somebody that flinches when they see a wasp near them? Are you one of those? I usually just stay calm and just, you know, let them fly around me. but they fly, well, but they pollinate the flowers. So, you know, if you want to have flowers that bloom, or that, you know, if you want to have beautiful flowers, then I guess you have to endure bumblebees. Okay. Looks somewhat okay, I guess. Let's go to the last one. I think this one's quite long. Longer than the other ones. Like this, and then... Da-da-da. Okay. Perfect. That looks like a flat foot. Should work. There you go. We have 8 minutes left. Perfect. We can actually add some more. I'm not quite done yet. That's their way of saying greeting. Okay, I see. So greeting is basically sending some shady links into the chat. I see. In your ears. And yeah, okay, well, I mean, I don't think they like your ear that much. I agree, it's kind of a weird thing to think about, that like an insect goes into your ear. And there are some videos where, you know, like they put some sort of camera into somebody's ear and there's like a spider sitting there, or some sort of insect. But all you really have to do to get them out there again is just to, you know, pour some water in there, then they're out there real quick. So, you know, but I agree, it's kind of, you know, it's kind of creepy to think about. I think the legs don't actually go out like this, but well, that's how it is now. I think what I need to do now is kind of add some eyes, because right now it looks kind of weird. I do think they have a triangle face or a triangle head shape, but they definitely need some eyes. Our eyes, I think the head is smaller, like this, and then the eyes are fairly big, right? Or do they have antennas? I don't remember. They have a little front part here too. There you go. So here's the whatever that is, the mandibles. We have the eyes here. I think does it just look, do the eyes just look smaller because of the big body, or do they actually have quite small eyes? I can't remember. I think the shape is also different. So yeah, it seems like, you know, without reference, it's kind of hard to nail the big shapes, which is like one of the most important parts of somebody's, you know, or of anything. Big shapes basically define whatever you're sculpting. And if you can't really, you know, define them confidently without reference, or with only your brain, then it gets really hard to make it look like whatever you're trying to sculpt. Of course, if you practice something a little bit more, you're gonna get better at sculpting whatever it is. But it's still hard to nail everything. So, you know, I think it's like this. There you go. Little antenna. Probably looks nothing like this, but I'm gonna keep it there. Looks like a, kind of looks like a thick fly right now. So the question is, do bumblebees have 2 or 4 wings? I think they have 2, right? Well, I think all insects that have wings have 4, but they're very, like the second set is very, very small, so they can't really use it to fly. So I think it's, I think they have like a small little ankle here, or like a small joint, and then that's where the wings are attached to. Like this. Somewhat like this. There you go. those are some thick wings. Let's reduce the thickness a little bit. Yeah, this looks more like a big fly than any sort of bumblebee. But I honestly don't know how I would change it. So if you would do the same with, of course, faces or humans, it would be different. But then I guess it wouldn't really change much either, because you, well, references can still help you, especially in like the smaller details. If you want to make like a realistic character, for example, I guess for stylized characters, you don't necessarily need reference because you can sort of design it yourself. But I can imagine it still being very useful. Paddles, flying oars. Yeah, paddles basically. Made out of wood or chitin, I guess. There you go. I don't know how I would make this quite thin. I don't know how I would do that with which tool I would use. I guess what I could try is, what if I select this? I don't know why, but you know, I tend to sit cross-legged, and then if I stand on my, if I put my table up so I stand, so I can stand, I stand cross-legged. I don't know why. Just, it's a problem, okay? Trying to work on it. Kind of feels like it it destroys the purpose of a standing desk if I do that. Okay, there you go. So what if I now just use a inflate it? Hold on. So what if I inflate it now? What? Oh, wait, I can choose both, right? What if I select everything? Okay. Grab the mask. And then 1 minute 28. I got scared again. And then we use the inflate brush and do it inwardly. I guess that makes it thinner, but we get some weird problems. There you go. I guess that makes it thinner, but it, not that great. I guess they're less paddly now. They're more like hockey sticks now. So there you go. I don't really know what I would do here to do it, to make it better. I think they have more weight in the front, maybe? More here. There you go, maybe. I think it's also thinner here, so we can do the same here. Let's see what that looks like. Oh, well, that's well, that doesn't work. Can't sit like a normal person. My back's always hurting. Well, my back's not hurting yet. I'm not that old. But I got myself a standing desk so I can, stand and kind of relax my back, or at least change the position. And then I just stand like I would sit. You're 27, C? You're way older than me. 6 years. Well, 7 years. Wait, what? No. 4 years. There you go. Oh, time's over. There you go. So that's my bumblebee without reference. As I said before, it kind of looks more like a like a fly that ate a little bit too much. So let's put that aside, call that nothing. Put it in here. There you go. Bumblebee 1. Put that in there, and then let's do the second one. B2. Okay. I'm just preparing everything. Okay. Let's look at the reference and see what a bumblebee looks like and then sculpt it again. I'm actually not going to look at my monster. Let's see. So, let's see. Bumblebee. Well, that's not what I meant, okay? Oh, there's one. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it looks fairly different. I don't want to see the butt. I want to see the actual bumblebee itself. There's one. Oh, that's pretty cute. Yeah, it looks fairly different. Definitely looks furrier. Bumblebee. This one looks pretty good. So I think the biggest difference is the legs. The legs look way different. They actually wait. How many ankles do they have? They have the foot right here. They have one right there, one right there, one right here, and then I think one more. Do they have like 4 arms? Pretty crazy. Oh, and they do have two wings, but it's a little bit set up a little bit differently. Okay. Can we have one? Let's say B, right? Oh, that's a B2. Hold on. I'm gonna go to Google. Bumblebee insect, so we can filter out 50% of what we saw before. There's what. That's a good one. I like that one. Oh, this one's cool. Yeah, I'm gonna use that one. And then this one too. Although, yeah. Is it just me, or does Google show you more and more low-res images over time? And somehow every time I Google stuff, I find just the lowest of low-res images. And I don't know why. Okay. Yeah, the eyes are also way different. You knew that? Yeah, I mean, what did I expect, I guess? Okay, let's do the next one with reference. I'm gonna put this one or this one. I think this one's better to have in Blender. Oh, hello. There you go. Oh, see, I hate when it's a web page, because then you can't open it. Okay, there you go. There it is. Okay. I'm gonna put this to the side. Oh, hello. Please. Nope. Oh my. There you go. So this one I'm gonna place on the side, and the other one you're gonna see too. Okay. So, there you go. We need the bee. And let's go into sitting mode again, and then we can begin. You could argue that my table, my desk, is a transformer. Okay. I think everything's ready. We can begin. There you go. Okay. So let's do the bumblebee with reference and compare it afterwards. Timer's ready. 3, 2, 1, go. Perfect. Okay. So, I think I want to approach this a little bit differently. Where's the front? Is that the front? It's not. Okay. So I want to approach this a little bit differently. I want to go for the big shapes first, now that I know what they look like, you know? And then afterwards I'm going to go for the, you could say, I guess, you know, detailing everything. So what I want to do here first is I want to kind of ignore the waist and only really focus on making this piece here one big piece rather than, you know, sculpting every part of the body individually, like first the waist and then the back and then the head afterwards. I kind of want to put everything together into one shape first before I go into, you know, into the individual ones. I think that'll be faster. And now that I have, you know, I don't need to think about what I'm sculpting. I can just kind of copy what I have. It's, you know, I can focus on that a little bit more. What I also see is that, oh yeah, I remember. That's what I always thought about when I was sculpting it. I always thought about, like, didn't bumblebees sort of look like they have like a hunchback so that they sort of, you know, running around like this? That's always what I thought about. But I couldn't really nail down where it comes from. I thought their body is quite round, like a, you know, like a curve, but it's more that the head is so low. It's actually like down here. And then the body is somewhere over here. There you go. So that makes more sense. Maybe that's a little bit too big. I think the legs will still be a problem, but I think we can still make them look better than before, at least. Also, one thing I didn't expect is that the middle piece, so basically like the chest piece, is the biggest part. I thought the back would be the biggest part. There you go. So we have the head here. Let's add small eyes. The eyes are also look different. The head overall looks different. It is still a triangle, but it's set up in a different way, which makes sense. I think why it looked like a fly before is that because the eyes were facing forward quite a lot, and maybe also because of the shape. The shape looks a little bit different. It's more like a bean, if I see that correctly. More like this, rather than, you know, I guess round. One more thing is that they actually have antennas, but they are quite straight. More or straighter than what I sculpted. Let's add the mandibles. That's at least one thing I got right. They have mandibles. There you go. I think the head looks quite okay right now. Let's go to the rest of the body. So there are always sort of things that you recognize or that you sort of keep in your head about a certain animal to kind of remember it. But without seeing it, you couldn't, or at least I can't really, you know, remember enough details to, I guess, you know, put it into the world to sculpt it. So we have some more room here for the legs. The back needs to be sharper a little bit. It's also quite rounded. Some more like this. We have more here. Are you self-taught or did you go to school? I did go to self-taught school. I did go to YouTube school. So I'm self-taught. I started with drawing and at some point I continued with sculpting. Okay. That already looks more like an insect than what I had before. There you go. Let's add the waist, which should be somewhere over here. How long have you been doing this? I have, well, sculpting I've done for roughly 2.5 years. I guess drawing characters I've done for 3. There was a short break before I switched from drawing to sculpting. So I guess roughly almost 6 years now. I've done a lot of like body research or body scribbles and body drawings, which helped me with characters, for example, learning them or understanding them quicker, because I already had like a base understanding of how to, or the structure of the body, I guess, understanding of anatomy. It was still quite, I guess, small, but it, you know, it helped me. So I was able to do, like, create characters fairly quickly, I would say, comparably to if I would start from scratch, for example. Because I already sort of was able to sort of identify the elements of the face and how they sort of work together. Okay. I think I need to push this back. There you go. Okay, I need to make this, push this back too. So there's actually less weight on the back too. It is more weighted in the middle here. Right here. There you go. If you are, which is what I'm guessing right now. How long have you been sculpting? Or doing anything in 3D or Blender? I think you said ZBrush, right? Or I'm just dreaming. Could also be. Okay. Let's add the legs now. So for the legs, I don't really see how they connect to the body, but I think it's fairly similar to what I did. So we still have this ankle here, but I think they immediately spread out. Well, I think it still makes sense to pull them out first a little bit. So we have like a beginning here. There you go. And then we can grab one by one. There you go. Invert, grab. So this one's the longest. This one's also the one that they store their, or that they sort of move their pollen around, or I think they keep their pollen on their legs. So let's add that one first. It goes high like this, and then it goes down. Wait. Okay. Yeah, the legs have a weird structure to them. I remembered that they are long, but I didn't remember that they're that long. There you go. Like this, and then we have the leg down here. I mean the foot, which is like this, I guess. Okay. Look at this. This already looks way better than before. Even though we only have two legs right now. Let's go in here and detail it out. Make it nice and thin. And also wider. Okay. Add that little hook there at the end. The other one is also way bigger. This one's way bigger. That's the pollen storage leg, I guess. There you go. Okay. Push it over here. And then this one is also thicker. So I think the back leg is quite big. The other ones are a little bit thinner. But I think they also, they all have like a similar structure to them. There you go. Okay. Add some more chunkiness here. And then make the joint quite thin. That's what I remember, that the joints are quite thin. I just didn't remember the actual leg structure itself. Okay. There you go. Let's go to the next one. Of course, I can't really copy the fuzziness that well, so I guess that's one thing you can't really do in the sculpt, but maybe you can sort of, I guess, allude to it. Sculpt some small hairs, maybe. Yeah, oh yeah. The back legs are for the pollen, and then the front leg are to clean their antennas. Okay, also, one thing that you can see here, only one of the legs goes backwards, the other ones actually point forwards, which is interesting. So I think I want to actually go for the front leg first, so I know how much room I have for the middle leg. There you go. Select that one. How much time do we have left? 3 minutes. Oh no, hold on. Oh no, I need to be quicker. I didn't look at the time, I thought I had more. Okay. So this one seems like it's like this, and then like this, then forward, down, and then this, which is super weird. Super weird, like this. Okay. I guess that makes sense. Sculpting works quite well here. There you go. Oh, that looks pretty good. There you go. That sort of... Yeah, I think that works. Let's do the last one. Then I want to add the antennas. 2 minutes 50, okay. Oh, we haven't even added the wings yet. Oh no. And this one also points forward. So this one's like this. Then, oh, hello. Upwards. Forward. Downwards and then forward. Yeah, that's good. I thought they only have 3 limbs or 3 parts to their legs, but they apparently have 4. Or maybe I thought about it differently, like a different structure, but it's still sort of what I thought. But it's definitely not, I would never sculpt it like this. Okay. And then let's do the last part here. Perfect. Okay, go to the front, add the little antennas. I don't know if I have enough resolution for this. I hope so. There you go, I should though. There you go, and then zip. Yeah, that looks way better. Okay. And then we need the wings. The wings have this little, bump here where they connect to the body. It's quite thin actually, more like this. There you go. And then they're not facing to the side. They're actually, or they're not, all going like this. They actually are quite close to the body, somewhere over here. That makes way more sense. Look at that. Oh. Come on. I don't have enough time. There you go. I guess that works already, but I kind of want to figure it out more, make it more, bring it more in the middle. There you go. Okay, 24 seconds. I'm quite happy with that. Not fully done, but it's okay. Let's make them actual paddles. There you go. Okay. So this is the bumblebee with reference. I mean, it hold on. There you go. It also looks kind of more detailed. Probably because I didn't have to think about how I actually have to sculpt it. There you go. Let's compare it to my version. Let's there it is. That's the first one. Oh. Okay, so here's number 1, or here's the one with the reference. I like the legs a lot. They have a different structure than I thought. Also the back leg, you know, looking at it from the top. Looks kind of like a bumblebee, you know. Let's look at the the one without reference. I actually don't even remember what it looked like. Okay, 3, 2, 1, go. Oh no, yeah, that's what I thought. So I think it looks like a fly, mainly because of the legs. Maybe I'm wrong, but something about this, maybe even also the wings, something just makes this look super weird. Comparing that to a reference. Oh my, that's a big difference. Also, I thought the back is way bigger than it actually is. It has a different shape. The legs, of course, look way different. The wings too. Look at the wings. The wings are like probably the biggest difference between the two. And then like the hunchback, I remembered that it was there, but I couldn't remember how. Like I knew that they always looked like, you know, like this, but I didn't remember where it came from. And the eyes also look different. And they're actually longer. Yeah, so this one, I actually like this one quite a lot. I think this one looks pretty cool. But this one's like, you know, yeah, I think the legs are way too small. But yeah, I didn't really know how I would do them. At least the rotation I did somewhat right. But, you know. So, let's say bumblebee, I guess. Let's do maybe one more with one more animal. Let's see what we can find, what we get this time. Let's get rid of this. Put that in its own collection. Bumblebee. And then let's do one more. Oh. Okay. So one more. Let's see what we get. Hold on. Okay. Okay. So let's see. Let's do one more. Let's see what we can get now. We have let's see what we can get. Okay, so we had quite a few that I didn't even know. Hopefully we can get a good one right now. I'm predicting it's gonna be it's gonna either be a beaver or an otter. That's gonna be my prediction. Let's see what we're gonna get. A lamb. Okay. Well, lamb was already in the preview, so I don't want to use lamb again. Lamb was already in the preview images. Let's do it again. 3, 2, 1, go. Giraffe. Well, it's hippopotamus. Okay. A hippo. Let's do that one. Oh, that's also cool. Okay. I have an idea, but it's pretty horrible. Maybe I can trump with my Madagascar knowledge. The movie. There you go. Okay. Yeah. Nebulous, welcome back. Hope you enjoyed your Thursday. Okay, so let's do a hippopotamus. Is this here the front or the back? That's the front. Okay. Okay. Next animal, hippopotamus. Let's see what we can do here. 50 minutes starts in 3. Oh, hold on. There you go. 50 minutes starts in 3, 2, 1, go. Okay. So, so the only thing that I really know about them is that dude, I have no idea what they look like. So one thing I think that is similar to pandas is that they have smaller upper heads than like lower heads, and they have like a big nose. I have no idea what they look like. They have big teeth, that's what I know. But so it has to be something like this, going to the side, so that we have the nose here. I think the nose is pretty big, right? I'm kind of trying to remember what the hippopotamus from the hippo from Madagascar looks like, but I actually have no idea. Oh no. Dude. No, they don't have like noses like this, right? They have like noses pointing to the sides like this. I think that's what it looks like. Like this. I remember now. So the nose is, I think, pointing to the sides like this. That looks pretty okay. If I, if I trace that to my brain, the image in my brain, something like that maybe. Okay. And then eyes, where would they be? Maybe over here. I think they're pretty close together. Maybe over here. That looks horrible, but we'll go for it. I think the head is longer than eye. There you go. So yeah, we have the eye here. And then we have the eyebrow above that. I think they have pretty big eyelashes or eyelids. So that's something, I guess. A hamster, yeah, I guess. Let's see, we can... Oh, I think I remember the ears look pretty much like not an elephant, but they look like this. If I remember correctly. There you go. Something like this, like a dog. Oh my god. Okay. Let's go to the bottom. They have quite big mouth, I think. I think their mouth is pretty square. So if we put this forward, because they have this looks better. This looks better. It's getting there. Okay, it's getting there. They have big teeth, so I want to add those too. I think they actually aren't they very dangerous too? Like compared to like snakes or other animals, they actually kill quite a lot of people in a year, even sharks. Alien or hippo? Yeah, I guess it's an alien hippo, or it's an hamster hippo. Okay. Where would the teeth be? I think it needs to be wider at the bottom, right? Like this? No, that looks weird. Yeah, they're super... Yeah, so... Like, question is... They're super dangerous, but who goes up to them? Like, they're not known for anything. They just chill in their little, pond and just chill. Why would you approach them? Why do they kill people? Like, when do they meet people? That's my question. Why do you even get close to one? So here we have the lips. Looks even more, looks worse than before, but we're gonna take it. Looks like some sort of flower here in the front. Something's not right about this. You're sculpting on a tablet? Yeah. Dude, I have no idea. Maybe like this? I'm just moving it around. See what works. Oh no, I think the eyes are definitely smaller. This is not getting better. Territorial? Maybe. Yeah, maybe. But I wonder, I'm guessing there are no alligators where they roam around, but I wonder if they're actually in the same area, or if they, if they avoid each other, or if they're living in completely different, maybe even continents. Because I think I can imagine, crocodiles being fairly scared of them. They can't really, bite onto anything because everything's so bulky. Okay, so let's see. How can we salvage this? I don't remember when I last saw a hippopotamus. I'm gonna be honest. This looks so horrible. Do they? Oh, they have teeth pointing downwards too, right? So they need like a little bit of space here. And then pull that out too. Like this. Maybe? That maybe makes sense. Different continents? I don't know. Well, no, they're all in Africa, right? But they might be in different, I don't know. This looks so weird. Oh no. I think they have a bigger forehead. That makes more sense. How long have you been doing 3D stuff? For 3 years. I've started sculpting it 2.5 years ago, and I started Blender probably 3 years ago now. They do coexist, but hippos will kill. Oh yeah, that's what I thought. Crocs are just too chill. They can attack once and then they have no power anymore. They need to rest. Okay, so let's see. I think this tooth needs to be further back. I think this one's... So I think the mouth is quite far forward, like this. And then... Yay, that looks better. And then we can put the tooth somewhere over here. Maybe? Maybe, just maybe. Right here, what does that look like? Well, it looks better, I think. Not that much better, but a little bit. Let's add a little cheeky cheekbone here. Okay, we're getting somewhere. Adding a cheekbone always helps. I think I'm most unhappy about the nose. The nose looks weird. I think it's, first of all, smaller. Maybe it's also further forward. Maybe it's pointing forward too? No. Is it like this? That looks good. That looks good. We're getting somewhere. We're getting somewhere. Okay. I'm getting closer to it. It's not like this. I think it's like split in the middle all the way, right? Like this, and then here we have this part. I think the mouth is also flatter. Are you aiming for something with the 3D sculpts or just fun? Like, do you want to work in the industry, make models for games, for example, or something like that? Well, the goal would be... Hold on. Let me save this real quick. We have 5 minutes? Okay. The goal is not to work in the industry. I work right now in a advertisement agency, and I'm quite, I guess, happy there. But oh, this looks... It's getting better and better. Oh my god. The goal would be to do what I do right... Well, to do content creation, you know, about Blender and all that, full time. So that's what I'm working towards. It'll probably take, you know, like, I don't know, 1 or 2 more years, but, you know, that would be the goal. And that would probably be my dream job. And yeah, so that's what I'm going for, I guess. So the teeth on the side look weird. I'm fairly happy about the nose, but I'm not that happy about the rest. I like the sort of dick shape that we have here in the middle. I think that's sort of what they look like, but something's not right about this. Tiger with weird ears? Yeah. I think let's put this higher. That looks weird. Although it could Is the mouth higher? Maybe over here? Hold on. Like over here? Like a horse? Maybe? That could make sense. And then we can get rid of this. Maybe? I think it's getting there. Is it wider at the bottom than at the top? I have no idea. I don't think so. I think the eyes are too close together and they're also too big. Walrus. Don't insult my hippo, okay? Your production quality is good. Yeah. Oh. I think almost everybody can you know, can make it if they, you know, are smart about it. You know, can do YouTube or Twitch. I guess Twitch is more about, I use streaming more for content creation. Well, for footage creation, I guess. And then I edit it. So it's not really, I don't like to say like, you know, a lot of people say like, oh, are you a streamer or are you a YouTuber? Right now I'm nothing, but I'm neither. But if I would, you know, maybe in the future, if I can do this full time, I would probably say I'm a content creator rather than a streamer, because that, you know, makes more sense. Okay. So it's getting better. I'm actually quite happy about this, but I'm scared about the reference. I think something's wrong. I think the mouth is kind of weird. But I appreciate the comment. Something's weird. I don't know what it is. We have 1 minute 18 to figure it out, which I think is a little bit... Well, I don't think there's any much time that I can have to figure it out. So I think I just have to give it up. Yeah, I don't know. Is the face longer? No. Maybe. It looks cool, but it's not really a... It looks more like a dog right now than like a hippo. Yeah. I do have a Discord. If you type !Discord, Nightbot might be, you know, grateful. You know, maybe he has forgiven you, and he can help you out there. Or I guess Nebulous can help you out there. There you go. If you wanna, you know, if you want, next Thursday, we're doing the next personal feedback session where you can post your art pieces in the Discord, and then we're gonna look at them and give feedback on them next Thursday. Okay, so the ear looks weird, but that's exactly what I wanted, of course. There you go. Something, yeah, I don't know. It's so what I like to do to sort of gauge whether or not I'm in whether or not changes might go in the right direction is I like to select a part, like the nose, for example. If I think, oh, does the nose have to be a little bit longer, for example? I like to like pull it out, for example, and see, oh, does that work or not? It's of course way too much, but you can still see whether or not it makes the sculpt better or not. I thought maybe it's shorter, like this, which doesn't look too bad. So maybe it's good if we push it in just a little bit. I know the time is over, so I'm going to stop there. Well, this is my this is my final hippopotamus, okay, without reference. We don't have any eyes, but you know, they don't have eyes, okay? That's That's how I remember them. There you go. Let's look at some references. Fallout animal, yeah. True. They're radioactive hippopotamus. By the way, have they ever added hippos to Far Cry? I'm actually curious. I don't think they have. Maybe in the newest one. Hippo. There you go. So this one's the first one. Hippo 1. Okay, hold on. Haven't done any stuff yet. Oh. Well, you have enough time until next Thursday, so... I mean... Well, thank you, Const Stefan, for joining. Hope you enjoyed your Wednesday. Of course, you've been here for a while, so I don't have to say welcome, but thank you. I appreciate it. You can also, sculpt before you have the tablet. I compared the two, like sculpting with a tablet and sculpting with a mouse, and it's pretty much the same. The only thing that I found is different is that, clicking the whole time is more straining on your finger. But, if you're waiting on your tablet and you already want to, start sculpting, then I think you can already start, with a mouse. Okay. Let's look at some references. So, I tried it. Yeah, okay. I mean, yeah. Have you sculpted before? Or drawn before? Been trying off and on to learn 3D art for years, but since I got to tell my sculpts have gotten a lot better. Yeah, one thing that I would note too is that it feels more natural to sculpt that way, rather than using a mouse. A mouse feels very mechanical. But yeah, I think if you're confident in your sculpting, you can also use a mouse. Or you can switch to a mouse easier. So, blacklisted spam once again. What are you doing? Oh, probably because of shit, maybe? Okay, let's look at a hippo. Hippopotamus. Oh, I think, well, oh, I think that's my look right now. I mean, I'm somewhat close. I got the shape right. So you can see here, this little, this dick shape. I think that's what I got right, but everything else is sort of very different. Where are the teeth? You can't even see the teeth. I thought you see them. But you can only really see them if they open their mouth. I thought they would be way bigger. Okay. Well. I don't know what the problem is for night, but oh wow, they're huge. Yeah, but I guess yeah, I haven't really looked at this animal for quite a while. So yeah, they look quite different. At least the nose looks somewhat okay. That's a cute one. Looks like somewhat like an otter. Hippopotamus head on T-Rex body. Like, should I look it up or hold on? Let's see. Hippopotamus. What is that? Quipedaliophobia. Internet hoax. Oh. Okay. It's just a joke. It was supposed to, it's like a meme to be the word for the phobia of being scared of long words. Okay, hold on. Yeah. Tyrannoptamus. Transformers wiki? I don't think that we're back to Transformers. I don't think that's what you meant. No. Oh, do you want to have a wall cover peel off, or wall cover peel? Hippopotamus Tyrannus Rex. There it is. Hold on. Oh no. I mean, it looks like there's like a head missing. Looks like it's just been chopped off right here. The head is definitely too big. To sculpt it, I mean, here you go, that's what it would look like. Oh, there you go. Yeah. Okay. Let's go and sculpt it with reference now. Let me grab some few good references. This one looks pretty happy. Let's choose this one. I think is pretty good. I saw another one that looks pretty good. This one's pretty cool, although we can't really see the bottom part of the face. I don't like either because you don't see the jaw for this one. This one's pretty good. That's pretty good. For the front, let's choose one for the side too. This one's very good. Okay, so we have one for the side and we have one for the front. Any reason you use Pinterest? Usually I use Pinterest to at this point, looking up all the quick sketch references, I'm sort of used to using Pinterest. I also like always, you know, if I randomly, for example, if I know I just open Pinterest, it shows me what I always look for, or what I saved, for example, my pins right here. You know, those are all my pin boards. So if I ever see some sort of image that I think, oh, that looks pretty cool, like this one, for example, I could save it in my in a specific board, like creatures, for example. There you go, and then it's saved. You can't really do that on Google, or this one here. That's also pretty interesting, like anatomy, like a different variations of hip, I don't know, sizes, for example. I can just put that into my anatomy reference. There you go. And then if I can create a selection of images really, really quickly. Then if I ever need to look up, for example, I don't know, I want to get some inspiration. Then I go into this thingy here. I can see all my pins here. Get some inspiration from this one. Or if I need more, I can just go to more ideas, and then I find images that look somewhat like the one that I already saved. That's why I like to use Pinterest for all this. It's more for, I guess, for references, or it's very useful for references or inspiration. It's not as useful maybe for finding good images like this one. Well, I just said references. It works quite well. Sometimes it's somewhat limited to what you find, because it only really gives you what other people saved as images. So in Google you might find different images and maybe more. But I like to, what oftentimes happens is that I find like random images down here, for example, that I like, that I can then just quickly save in my pins, and can just forget about it for now, and then see it again when I need to. That's what I like about it. It has taken over most of Google. Yeah. I mean, on Google you can still, if you don't really find good reference images, for example, on Pinterest, you can go to Google. But Pinterest is pretty good, especially for characters and stuff like that, because a lot of people pin artists' work, for example. Oh, look, the ear is also different. Look at the ear. Looks like a small panda ear, but out of meat, without fur. Okay. Just making me angry every time? What do you mean? Pinterest? Yeah, it's annoying when you go to Google and you look stuff up, like hippo, for example. No, that's not what I wanted. Hippo. And then it gives you some sort of image that is a Pinterest link. And then you go to, you have to go to Pinterest to save the image. That's sometimes annoying. But if you use Pinterest anyway, then you don't have that problem. Okay, so we're going to use this one and this one. I think I'm going to put this one into Blender. There you go. What a beautiful animal. There you go. So I think I'm fairly close with this one, but there's a lot of, you know, things to improve. Let's put it aside and make a new one. Okay. Look at him. He doesn't like being used as a reference. He's sick. Sick of being photographed. I think you have two different species there, maybe, but I guess they really. Let's see. Maybe, yeah. Let's see if I can find one that looks more like this one. Is there like a name? No, there's nothing. This one looks pretty good. I think this one's pretty close to the other one. Maybe even the same. Look pretty similar. I think this one works quite well. Yeah. Yeah, the other one looks... Yeah, this one looks different. I agree. Maybe this one's older. Okay. It's peeking around the corner. There you go. Okay, perfect. Everything's ready for the last one. The hippo. Probably... I'm actually surprised how this one turned out. I just moved some stuff and it came closer and closer to what I thought it would look like. Okay, let's hide it and make this one. Timer is ready. Where's my timer? There it is. Okay, let's begin in 3, 2, 1, go. Okay. Oh, there you go. So first of all, change the shape. Now that I know what the shape looks like, let's take that knowledge and actually use it. So we already can change it like this. That's already what I had in mind for the first one too, but now I actually am confident that it looks like this. One thing I didn't think was that what the nose looks like. The nose is flatter than I actually expected. It's it has this little line here in the middle that's still there, but it has this part here too. But it's quite flat at the top. Didn't know that. The nose is also closer together. The nose hole, I guess, right here. It has a little bump right here. Okay. The mouth at the bottom is also different, way different than what I sculpted. It's way flatter than I expected. So we have the mouth, which is more like this. It's also less round than I expected right here at the bottom. It starts off like this and then goes to the side and then actually very abruptly does it go up like this. It then at some point transitions to like a fold going to the eye. Right here, it's very thin at the bottom and I think wider at the thin at the top and wider at the bottom. Okay, that's maybe too much. Okay, so then we have the nose bridge here, and then we go over to the eyes, which is somewhere over here. There you go. That looks way better than before. Who would have thought? There you go. Add that. And then we can go to the back. It has like a pretty big forehead too, so we need to add some more here too. That's actually what I thought too, that it has like a... The highest part of the head, I guess, is the forehead. That's what I thought too. There you go. Maybe they're different. Maybe. Okay. So the forehead is quite big. It's quite thin though, more like this. The ears are behind or on the forehead, so somewhere over here. They're way different than what I thought. They're more like, I guess, small panda ears. Little stubs right here. That's it. There you go. And then it actually ends right here and goes over to the jaw. The jaw is huge. Oh my. I think I ended the jaw somewhere over here, maybe? Way different, definitely. There you go. One kind of looks like it could be female. You mean this one? I don't really know if you can... I don't know how to distinguish them. Okay. I want to have less here. Less volume. It doesn't really have a cheek... Oh, it does have a cheekbone. But it's not that visible. Let's add the eyes now. Right here. We have the eye. Looks very annoyed. This one will have eyes at the end. I remember now. They actually do have pretty big eyelids, I guess. They look pretty tired. Even though they've been just chilling in their pond the whole time. Okay. Only the alpha male usually breathes with the female's urination on himself or on propelling. Ah. I mean, I guess you do what works. Maybe the competition there is how far you can fling your poop. Maybe that's impressive to them, you know? I mean, they're in the water all the time, so, you know, then it's not like they're getting dirty, I guess. That looks way better already. Kind of looks like weird here right now. I kind of want to adjust it. It's definitely way wider. That's what I thought, that it's wider at the bottom, but I didn't really do it because I wasn't confident about it. What is me when I have to get into the oven in the morning? Yeah. Okay. There you go. So we have the eyeball. I haven't really spent any time on the other one going into details because I didn't really have that much time. Maybe we can do it for this one though. I do remember that they have these little well, I guess whisker pores. I just didn't think about adding them. Okay. The bottom, the jaw is quite flat actually, or the lips I guess are quite thin. So that it's sort of actually like this maybe? Maybe not that much, maybe just a little bit. This, there you go. Okay, let's go to the side a little bit more. I think I want to work on that a little bit more. The volume here isn't 100% full. It needs to be less here. Looking at the reference right now. Okay, and then we can maybe accentuate the bridge a little bit more. Okay, that's a very handsome hippo. Handsome, happy hippo. He's definitely the one that can fling their poo the farthest, I guess. Oh, hold on, you can see the line is there, but there's no split in the middle. So we actually have to connect them. That's interesting. Okay, I'll see you, Coach Stefan. Thank you for joining. Hope you enjoy your night, I guess. Okay. So there are a few things that I want to change. I think the eyes are too far forward. No, the mouth needs to go further down. The lips are too far forward. It looks like it has an overbite. Is that a word? I think so. Okay. I think the eyes are actually smaller. A place where you would thrive, where you fling your poo around. I don't know if that's a desirable way to impress girls. I mean, maybe you can find one person that likes it. There's always one, you know. There's always one. I mean, you could be the one, I guess, but I guess there's always two. I mean, at least that's what you can hope for. I mean, all you can do is try, right? Well, until they lock you up, I guess. Okay. Looks okay. Maybe we can smooth it a little bit. I think these creatures are quite smooth. They're quite, I guess. So aerodynamic is when you are very swift in the air. What is it called? What is it called when you're very swift in the water? Hydrodynamic? Is that the word? Gotta make some food. Okay. Okay, there you go. So yeah, you know, another example of really? Oh, nice. I actually never knew that word existed. I mean, of course I do. Okay. What else would there be? Like being swift underground. I don't know if there's a word for that. I don't think so. Like a mole, you know, very swift underground, maybe. How much more time do I have? I actually don't know. 3 minutes, perfect. Perfect. Okay. Oh. So you can actually not see the teeth. That's just interesting. I actually thought I think I always pictured them with their mouth open, and then you can of course see the teeth. I also thought they would be way bigger. Terradynamic, really? What else is there? There's water, there's fire, maybe lava, or you know, if you go through the elements of Avatar, you have what was it? You have wind, you have water, you have fire, and you have earth. I guess you have metal too, but I don't think there's anything about that. What about blood? I think that's all of them. Is there like a list of all the dynamics, maybe? I bet there's more, but I can't really come up with anything else. Maybe some sort of magnetic swiftness. Magnetodynamics. I could see that. Being very magnetic makes you faster. I don't know. Could be. You know, if there's one person that likes slinging poo, then there has to be one person that's fast and, you know, in magnetic fields. Okay. I have 1 minute, and that minute I'm going to use to create an eye. Okay. Look at that beautiful eye. This one will be female too. Hold on. Whoop. Oh. Whoop. Create the little eyelashes here. Isn't that beautiful? Oh my. Is it only me that's is it my room that's getting hotter? Look at that beauty. Okay. There you go. Gorgeous, exactly. Enough said. Add some pores here. Okay. Perfect. Look at that. Nice. Okay. So here's the the sculpt width reference. Let me set everything up so we can compare the two. Hippo 2. Perfect. Okay. So here's the one with reference with beautiful eyelashes. And then here's the one. I actually can't even remember what the first one looked like. I know that it looks nothing like this one. I think what I got right was the nose, that it gets thinner here, that the snout is wider. Well, let's see. 3, 2, 1. Wait. There you go. 3, 2, 1. Go. Oh, hello. Why are you there? Let's go back real quick. I spoiled it. There you go. Let's try again. 3, 2, 1. Go. Okay. You know, I think radioactive fallout monster makes is pretty good description for this one. It kind of looks like a big rat, to be honest, with big tusks with teeth on the side. Yeah, bot doesn't know what to say except send another link. Comparing that to this one, I think there's a pretty big difference. You know? Oh my, I think this one's the worst out of all the ones that we've done today. Let me set them up so we can see them all, or we can compare everything. So we have this one. Let's move it to the side here. This one goes to 2. This one goes to -2. So this one's hippo. Okay. Then we have the bees. Let me set those up real quick. This one's Bumblebee 1, so this one's in 2. Can you show how to make Spider-Man next stream? I mean, I guess, well, I'm not gonna do it next stream, but I could do it at some point. But maybe the follow along sculpting session that releases tomorrow about Ryu can help too. You know how you can at least create the head. I think the head is maybe I guess not necessarily the hardest part. Maybe the Chun-Li I think the Chun-Li workflow, or the Chun-Li figurine that we're working on right now, might be pretty useful because we go over anatomy too, over the whole body anatomy. So if you want to sculpt the whole body, of course, then that could be useful. I thought about doing Spider-Man as like a follow-along sculpting session, but then I would only do the head and maybe the neck, not the full thing, you know. But yeah, I thought about it. So we have the Bumblebee, which is set up, I think. This one's on 1, this one's on 2. Okay. Hippos are good. And then Panda. This one's at 2. And this one's at -2. Okay. Okay, let's look at them. So here we have the first one. We have the what was the first one? The first one was a panda bear. Here it is. Well, that's not a panda bear. That's a panda bear. We can see quite a big difference. Here, this one is I guess more like a normal bear than, you know, a panda bear, which is this one. I think this one looks very much like a panda bear, with the reference, of course. The ears are way different. The face shape is way different. The nose is different. I actually didn't know. I couldn't remember that the nose looks like this. But it makes a huge difference, you know. Let's go to the next one. The bee, I mean the bumblebee, you know, biggest difference probably are the wings and also the body. Look at the body. That's just big mummy. That's big mummy fly, and this one's an actual bumblebee. The legs look way different. The head looks fairly similar. One big difference is also sort of the distribution of the body parts. The back isn't quite as big as I thought. The middle part, the chest part, I guess you could say here, is way bigger than I thought. And then we have the last one, the hippo, with, you could basically say this one's like a healthy hippo, you know, and then this one's already withered away through time. It's already been through decades and decades of no water in the desert, so it's just been shriveling up more and more and more. Or it's from fallout, I guess you could say that too. Yeah, this one I basically had no idea what it looked like. I had some idea. I had like one image in my head of like a hippo opening its mouth, but that was about it. So yeah, a huge difference. So I think of course practice can help, can improve your capability of sculpting something, just because you learn the basic shapes more, but especially when it comes to the details, like the nose position, stuff like that, you could maybe practice too, but you always, I guess, benefit from references. I think it's only really, the difference is the more you practice, the less you benefit from the big shapes, for example. Like here, you can see the big shapes really changed. And the big shapes, like the nose shape here, the face shape, changes a lot now that I know what it actually looks like, you know. Before I kind of knew it with the nose shape here, for example, but I really didn't, you know. With the bee, for example, the same, like the distribution and proportions and all that. I think stuff like that you can learn by doing it more and more with references, and then at some point you kind of know what the proportions are. But I think the big difference is that you might not benefit from the big shapes, but you still benefit from the small details. You know, the more you practice something, the less you benefit maybe from the reference, but you still benefit from it because you still can be confident about what you can sculpt, and you can spot small details that you might not remember in, you know, with your brain, way better doing it, you know, with references. So that's why I always like to have references. And when I didn't have any references, it always looked weird. So yeah, I think this was a pretty interesting, pretty funny experiment going through 3 animals. Maybe we'll do it again with something else. Yeah, but here we have the 3 animals. If you have any posts in the Discord, which I'm gonna check after the stream, I'm gonna include those in the video too that I'm gonna make about this. But yeah, so here's why you should use references in when you're sculpting or drawing too. Probably drawing makes sense there too. I think I remembered I didn't really use references when I drew, but I did a lot of studies where I tried to sort of, you know, copy or understand the structure, and then I tried to draw it without the reference. Then I would, you know, cross references with the reference and see what I could do better. That's how I did it with drawings. But especially in sculpting, I think there's so many small details, and because it's like a second, like another dimension on top of everything, I think it makes everything just a little bit harder too, so that you know, you should probably use references. Oh, the ears are also different. They're just way longer than I expected. Or these ones are way longer and these ones are way rounder than I expected. Yeah. Yeah, you know. Yeah, I mean, you know, maybe we could do the same about something else at some point, but I wanted to kind of, you know, go over this and actually kind of confirm, or I kind of just wanted to see how different, you know, the scopes would be without references. I wonder what else you could do it with. Like, the first idea was sculpting actors, but I think that's pretty much impossible, because variations in the human face are so small that you always basically need references to get the likeness of somebody right. So I don't think we're gonna do it with people. I don't really know what else we could do it with other than animals. Maybe more animals, you know? But yeah, here's the end result. There you go. We have the hippo. Oh, we have the the Hippobertimus fly. There, or the Hippobertimus bee. There you go. Perfect. The ultimate combination. See, even this one looks better than this one. See, even if you combine them all together, the one with reference still looks better. Okay. This concludes today's topic, today's stream. I think this one was was pretty good. I liked it. I want to do more stuff like this in the future. So we, you know, if you're up for stuff like this, you know, feel free to join. This will be the last stream, of course, for this week. The next stream will be on Monday. Where we're gonna finish. We're gonna do the last quick sketch of the quick sketch year. So I've done 350 cycle. I will do the 356th quick sketch on Monday. So we're probably gonna devote that day to all the quick sketches that I did, and probably, you know, spend a little bit more time on the last one to make it, you know, cool. And yeah, talk about quick sketches and how you can use them to, my experience, I guess, and how you can use them to get better at what, you know, certain things. I wanted to do a video about that anyway, so we can talk about that on Monday. So yeah, if you want to join there, feel free. But that will be everything for today. I hope you enjoy the weekend. Thank you for joining. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening, chatting, or just being here. Maybe I'll see you next time. Until then, take care.